Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video I'm going to be talking about some returns that I took back. I didn't have to, but I did it out of goodwill. A purchase I made, and I'm going to break down my mindset of why I bought them, and also a cool savings plan that I've just started for when I have excess cash and I don't want to keep it in cash. So before I do get into it, if you want to support my channel, do that by now. You can do that by liking, commenting and subscribing if you haven't done so already. Let's get into the returns. So I sold these to a gentleman. I had them at $1.75 each plus postage. The gentleman took the lot, so I gave him free postage. He messages me and says, oh, they're tarnished. And I said to him, just send them back. He is a good customer. It's one of those. There was another instant very close to that instant where I sent out some coins. One was a maple and one was a mythical round. The guy wasn't too happy with them. I said to him I'd refund him on the mythical one. The maple, I was like, no, I'm not. Like, it's just a maple. It's sold for weight and for what I priced it at. His argument was I'd overcharged him. I don't agree. I sell for weight, and I told him that. I did get back to him a few days afterwards. I just said, okay, look, if you want to send them back, just send them back. I didn't have to do that. He didn't respond to me. So I guess that's a burnt bridge, unfortunately. That is what it is. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. You try your best, and sometimes it's just not good enough because there's higher expectations. It's okay. It's just one of those things. He's welcome to contact me if he wishes, but he chose not to. So yeah, I took these back. Frustrating, but it's part and parcel of this game. Now, I actually bought in 10 ounces. There was a lad on one of the groups, or a gentleman on one of the groups, and he had 10 ounces in a box, and he wanted $2.90 posted. And you think, Sean, it's crazy, it's $2.90, that's £29 an ounce. But when I looked at what he had, it's very easy to see why I've purchased it. Again, everyone knows I work on a 15%. That's what I aim for. That's the bare minimum as well. So that's my downside protected. Now, there was pandas. The pandas in the right market are 30 plus coins. And there's this one. 6 pandas. Someone's probably tried to do a date run and they've changed their mind. This is a really nice design. I've had these in before, but not many. I think I had like 10 or 15, and I slowly moved them. On. There was this. It's got some milk spotting. That's not what I meant to do. 1 second. There was this. And these are the coins I was after. So it was is that the Mayflower? No, this is the Endeavour. And I believe this one is not the Mayflower either, it's the Santa Maria. These coins here, I won't sell for less than £50. And you're thinking, yeah, but that's a hard sell at £50. With these types of coins, they've got good fanfare, they're struck to a high quality, they are just class coins. The reality is, if I sit on these, I would put money on them appreciating in value above the £50 mark. I think the first in the series is probably 75 to 100 anyway. £50 is the bare minimum you'll get on it. I think this is the first in the series. If I'm wrong, you're more than welcome to leave me a comment. But this is a good little series. Both of these coins will do well. So if I account for the fact that I paid $2.90 on these and I take £100 off, I've got 8 coins at £19 an ounce, which is what, 23, 24? Sorry, 8 coins at 190. So if I quickly do the math on that, 23.75. So if I'm selling these for, say, 28, This will probably go for 26. These I can see go for 30 over time. So let's say 30 times 6 plus 26. This one here is a bit tarnished, probably a 28 coin. It'd be in the 30s if it wasn't. So the minimum I'm looking to get out of this is 335 before postage. Now everyone knows I make a token amount on the postage. I paid $2.90, so there's a potential minimum in my mind of a £44 profit while spending $2.90, which is, I will just work that out. 290, 15%, just over 15%. This is where I want to be. Now the reality is I will sit on these, I'll wait for the right buy. If I squeeze more out of these, then great. These two are, these will probably appreciate in time, but they do go through stages of being in fashion and out of fashion. I recently tried to sell a load of these. I didn't have many takers. I think I sold 3 or 4 of them. I think I've got 8 left. So it's not a bother. You know, in terms of what I paid to make a minimum of 15%, I'm more than happy to put them on the books. I can just, if I want, I can ping them off cheap, the 8 ounces, and then I can simply hold on to these because these are the money coins. Now that's that out of the way. Lastly, I was having a conversation with one of my customers, so he occasionally sells to me, and he said, I've got 183 dimes. What are they valued at? And I said, they're probably a 180 to 190 coin. Added sound effects. I made him an offer. I just said, I'll offer you 150. Spot's about 138. So I'm paying a premium over. They probably are 180, 190 coin. But that's not why I bought them. I bought them because I don't like keeping my excess money in cash. I want to build my reserves up because it lowers my tax rate on an item that it goes up and down, but in the long run it goes up. I can't see it absolutely crashing, and if it does crash, you know, I bought at a good rate. So I also put a post out. I was like, hey, I'm looking for dimes. I'll pay 150 a dime. A couple of people got in contact, so I potentially got a deal for another 50. A good friend of mine had a couple of tubes, so he was debating that. But I thought, why don't I just fill up this tin cup whiskey bottle, 70 centilitres. And what I'll do is every time I've got a bit of excess cash, like I do with the young head sovereigns, I'll just top it up. It solves the tax bill. There's going to be a time where I'll cash out. But I thought, what a good idea for other people to kind of implement. You know, if you can pick stuff up for a good rate, why not just get a bottle of, doesn't have to be whiskey, it could be wine, you know, it could be one of those, you can get them from like the Bank of England, the tins. Now I actually filled this up earlier to test it out. I think this bottle alone will hold probably about 1,500. This isn't something I'm going to be filling up next month. You know, this is something that I'm going to take maybe 12 to 18 months. Even if I add, say, 100 dimes a month, I can spare that. You know, I'm at the point where I'm making excess money each month, which is great for me. I can't take it all out at the same time though, out of the business or out of stock, because the tax man's going to cripple me for funds. You know, I'm in the stage where I'm building wealth. I don't live a lavish lifestyle. You know, I'm not really interested in that. But I just thought it was a really kind of novel way to put money to one side. These are easy sellers. You know, if I'm paying 150 a dime as well, if I have to get rid of them quickly, it's not a problem. It genuinely isn't a problem. I'm not going to be paying 160, 170. There's no meat on the bone for me. You know, I don't like purely playing the spot market. As a dealer, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. There has to be meat on the bone when you buy stock. And that is the lot. So that's going to be my goal. Have a look. That's going to be my goal over the next, say, 12 to 18 months. And I'll probably keep you guys up to date with it. I don't intend on selling these. They're purely for me to stack. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've gained some insight. And I'll see you on the next one.